Rabbi and Zelig, I am so just happy to see your faces. So happy to be here with you right now under such a tense situation. I'll just tell you, for the past several days, my phone, my email have been just full of notes asking me if we've been in touch, asking me to relay the love and support of our community to both of you. You know this, you are extended family members of our community, as is your entire community. So just so good to be with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I ask you to just share a few words about the history of the Dnipro community's relationship with Boston and with CJP?
In the beginning, we were very lonely here. It was the Soviet Union, and then the Soviet Union fell apart, and then came the Angels from Boston. There was an organization that connected the communities, and then you guys came here, and I think this connection really brought us so much help, material help, support, advice. I don't think our community would look the way it looks if not for our connection with Boston. You know, that's we are very lucky to have you as partners, and a lot that is going on here is really established by Boston, and we really appreciate it. And especially in time like now, when we need to stay to take care of the people, of members of the community, Jews and non-Jews. I never believed 31 years ago, when we started our relationship, that one day we will be at war and you will help us.
I think we know you build relationships like this for times of crisis, but there's also been decades of joy between our two communities. And for those that aren't aware, you know, these 3 decades of relationship have really been about people-to-people relationships. For Boston, it's been about so much more than sending resources to communities around the world. It's been about deep, long-lasting partnerships. And the two of you and community members have traveled here, and so many of our community members have traveled there. And it really is, you are our family in Dnipro. Can you just tell us a little bit about what's actually happening on the ground there right now?
So we hear the sirens almost nonstop, day and night, and that means that the children and the families have to go down to look to bomb shelters. In Menorah Center, it's the parking lot that is more safe. The panic is really very scary. People are panicking. Those who can live here are living. You know, some people are living, but some people can't live, especially the elderly people that are lijashi, you say. Bedridden. And some for different kinds of reasons, people are not going anywhere. So we are now getting ready, because what they will do in the beginning is they will surround the city. So we will be disconnected from everything. So we need to get a big supply of food.
We started as much as we could to accumulate food warehouse in Menorah for 2 reasons. One is to give out, because there's a very high chance that the infrastructure will stop operating and there will be huge food shortages. And we will have then food packages for people to come, Jews and non-Jews.
Rabbi, you mentioned to me earlier sleeping or at least having to go to bomb shelters last night. Can you just tell us a little bit about the state of your community and the people, children, families, just kind of what are you hearing from them and how are people responding?
Mainly women and children. They never saw it before. We need to calm them down, and we have professionals dealing with them. It's very difficult to see our kids, our wives, workers of the community that made a decision to stay, to take care of the people here. I think we are also helping the army, the soldiers, and getting ready for the wars, buying food, medicine, preparing for the wars.
Zelig, of course, for decades, we've been partnering with you to provide essential services in medicine, special education, elder care, support for vulnerable populations. Tell us what you're doing now in your community, what the needs are, and how you're responding.
We set up an emergency staff of command, so to say. We are working. We need a lot of support, but we are working to arrange up to 150 places for people, elderly mainly, who are running away from the war zone to Dnipropetrovsk. Buying fire extinguishers, gasoline, everything. There is a big increased demand, and the infrastructure is not functioning as in a peaceful time. The JMC, the Jewish Medical Center, is preparing for the medication reserve to help people at this difficult time. And also there's a plan how to roll out a medical hospital here in Menorah. We have an underground tunnel, and in the parking we can put beds, we can operate, we can do surgeries, we have amazing surgeons, and to help the wounded civilians and the military. The elderly people of the old age home, which is supported by the Jewish Community of Boston, elderly were spent part of the night in the basement. We put mattresses for them in the basement because most of the night there were sirens and big fear.
I know you are both hearing directly from members of our community. You know, there is an incredible outpouring of concern, also of generosity, and a desire to help in any way we can, with a real sense, honestly, of we're so far away and just not sure what we can do. I'll ask you what our community can do to help, and if you have any message for our Jewish community here in Boston.
Our message is that Jews should go to Israel, should do Aliyah. We support them. We help them make the decision. But those who are not going, we will take care of them here. But we have unexpected expenses, very huge expenses to buy the food, to buy the medicine.
We have a list of needs that we don't have resources for in order to cope with the situation and be the main support for the local Jewish community and beyond.
And I want to thank you very much again for being there for us in good times and in difficult times. And regards to all our friends in Boston. I hope you can come visit us soon when it's over. And it's Purim soon, so we will have a miracle, hopefully.